Same thing.
Unless you're Carlisle.
Two tickets to Star Wars, please.
$20.
When you're dating somebody and you really like them, there's always a fear that it might not work out.
Two tickets, please.
When you're dating somebody and you really like them, there's always a fear that it might not work out.
I usually don't use cell phone ones, but when I do, I prefer Blink.
Good morning, Baldwin. I'm Mrs. Tottendale here with Underling, George, and Trix. Today is Tuesday, April 14th, 2015, and these are today's morning announcements. First, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated for today's announcements. Today's impossible question is, although some say this is only 8 years old, others believe it to be 123 years old. What is it? Stay tuned to find out the answer. Students, this is just a reminder that Dr. Ioannis Stephanatis from Aristotle University in Greece will be here as a guest speaker Tuesday, April 14th during third period. He will be here discussing Greece's relations with U.S. and Western Europe and also hit on the economic, political, and cultural factors, particularly since World War II. Please report directly to LGI if you have signed up to hear him speak. You must let your social studies teacher know or stop by and sign up in Miss Reynolds' room 322. The Swickley Library is offering a free SAT practice pre-test on May 2nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please contact the Swickley Library to register. The Spring Blood Drive is here. We will celebrate spring and new life. Consider giving life by donating blood on tomorrow and Wednesday. All 17-year-old students are encouraged to stop in the auditorium lobby for the BHS Central Blood Drive Bank. Please be sure to have proper photo identification. We look forward to seeing you there. Now over to Trix for the weather of the day. Trix?
Thanks, Mrs. Tottendale. Today's current conditions are cloudy skies with a temperature of 52 degrees. Today there will be a high of 63 and a low of 45 with cloudy skies all day. Now over to Underling for some more news. Underling?
Thanks, Trix. Students, the AIU apprenticeship application period is now open. If you are interested in the arts or engineering or the medical field or even becoming a teacher, then the AIU apprenticeship is for you. You must complete the application online and you will need a teacher recommendation. Your teachers and counselors have the website address, or you can stop by and see Miss Reynolds in room 322. Don't miss out on a great opportunity to explore career options. Applications are due by May 22nd. Students aged 16 to 19 years old. GTech and 412 Build is hiring for a 5-week paid learning experience. You will earn $250 per week based on your dedication to work and meeting program expectations. During the 5 weeks, you'll explore entrepreneurship and business ownership, use high-tech tools to design software, connect with local resources, and plan, design, and install a project in a vacant lot in Pittsburgh. The program has 2 different sessions. Your work schedule is Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. See Ms. Babick for ways to apply by April 19th. Indoor drumline will rehearse tonight from 6 to 9. Attendance is mandatory. Now over to George for the sports news of the day. George?
Thanks, Underling. Over the weekend, the men and women's track and field team competed in the Tri-State Outdoor Track and Field Championship meet at West Mifflin. Placing in top 3 for the Highlanders were Caden Heinisch, second in the Highlander huddles and long jump, Gabby Leffler, third for the pole vault, Jave Johnson, second in the pole vault, Matt Dunn, third in the discus. 9 additional Highlanders finished in the top 8. The Highlanders will face South Fayette and Upper St. Clair this afternoon at 3:30. All are welcome to come. All athletes interested in running cross country in the fall and graduating seniors are asked to attend a meeting after school in the conference room next to the athletic office to discuss cross country information for 2015 season. Girls varsity softball team has a home game today versus Carrick at 4. Boys JV varsity baseball team has a home game today versus Canamac at 4. Boys varsity baseball team has an away game today versus Canamac at 4. Boys JV and varsity volleyball teams have home games tonight versus Bethel Park at 6 and 7:30. They are competing against the top team in the section. Come and support the team. Good luck to all our teams. Now back to Mrs. Tottendale and Underling for the rest of today's news. Mrs. Tottendale?
Thanks, George. Today's main course lunch is boneless chicken drumstick.
Today's weird holiday is Polar Bear Day.
The answer to the impossible question is Punxsutawney Phil. That's all the news for today. Have a good day, Baldwin.
I was given a 0% chance to survive. The doctor said if I live for a day, I'd die in 3 days. If I live for 3 days, I'd die in 3 weeks of infection.
5 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I had infections and hospital stays, and sometimes my red counts were down, and sometimes my platelets were down.
There was nothing to stop the bleeding in her brain. Are you saying that